Hi everyone, welcome back. I am so excited to have you back here with me today talking about improv and the ways that it can improve your relationships. My name is Sarah McMahon. I am an improviser, an applied improv facilitator, and an improv nerd. I love talking about improv, especially the ways that improv principles can be translated directly into our relationships to help us have healthier, more empathetic, more deeply connected, more resilient relationships. So today we're going to be talking about failure, specifically failing joyfully, and what can that do for us in our relationships. Now, in improv, we talk a lot about failure. We talk a lot about mistakes as gifts. We talk a lot about how we know we're going to fail and what's going to happen on the other side of failure. What happens if we embrace our failure rather than being afraid of it? We even have an exercise called the failure bow. And this is an exercise created by Matt Smith here in Seattle. That's a lovely, simple little exercise that you can do at home with someone you love, a couple of people. I do this in every improv class right off the get-go just to get us get it out of the way. We are not afraid of failure. We're going to fail a lot, and there's going to be a lot of unexpected joy and fun and delight on the other side of the failure. So as soon as we, like we saw in the last video, let it go and just let ourselves fail, oh, there's so much to be had there. So the failure bow is very simple. You just throw your hands up in the air. You say, I failed. And whoever's there with you gives you a nice round of applause. Yay, you did. That's so great. Woo, you're so good at that. And then they can then do a failure bow and you applaud for them. And you can do that both at an exercise, like at a specific time, or once it's in your vocabulary, you can do a failure bow whenever you want. Sometimes my husband and I will just do it out of any time randomly because we sort of messed up, and then the other person knows, oh, that's my cue to give them a nice big round of applause. They're being vulnerable and saying, I messed up, and you're saying, great, that's fine. We're human. We make mistakes. We mess up. We stumble over our words. We goof up. And you're allowing yourself and your partner to have limitations, to be human, and to approach it in a more open-handed and playful and curious way. Like thinking about what is on the other side of this unexpected information, this unexpected happening. I had a great example of this in one of my improv classes. It was online on Zoom, and one of the women made the offer of, welcome to my lair, Mr. Bond. And we all thought, did she say band or bond? We weren't sure because, the sound wasn't as great on Zoom. And the other person in the scene with her, instead of just trying to be like, oh, well, what did you say? And like make it all about making sure that she knew exactly. And was that a mistake that the person said band when they meant to say bond or whatever? She just embraced it. She embraced the mistake and said, why, yes, I've brought my piccolo. And all of a sudden we rolled into a scene about a bunch of super villains who play orchestra instruments. And it was delightful. And it was so unexpected. And it was only made possible because everyone embraced their mistakes and rolled with it. So it was really fun. So practice embracing your mistakes and allowing the people around you to embrace their mistakes joyfully as well. And see what happens. See if that frees you up from the fear of failure. See what can happen when you give that gift to yourself and to the people around you. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next week. Fail on.